Hello and welcome to a game of Dota 2. We have got ourselves the EIZO Cup. It is the 7th edition and we are in round 1. There are 16 teams. 8 are invited, 8 are qualified yesterday and the day before, with 512 teams participating in the qualifiers and 8 teams making it through. We have got Menace here. I think they are the ones to actually get invited. And also on the other side is 2016 with a couple of stand-ins there. On the dire side, it's a best of 3, a single elimination bracket, and we'll see tomorrow who the winner will be. But today we'll have the first 2 rounds of this single elimination bracket. With me is my co-caster Minnie. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, Menace, for people that don't know them, it's been a while, but this is actually Red. Red in the Dark, that is. So that is Red in the Dark, picked up by Menace probably about 1.5 months ago, if I'm correct. Something like that.
I think so too. And didn't they win Assembly? The finish line?
I think they did.
I think they did.
I think they did. You're right. 2016, unknown as a team, but known players. Of course, we have the Nino. We know him for quite some time. Rise is actually the Monarch will be, and then I don't know what says otherwise, but that's actually Rise. We have Near, we have Ace, and we have Voof. And you can probably tell us a little bit more about those players.
I know Ace. It's Link's brother from...
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Yeah, and I know Rice, who's also a Danish player and really, really good.
5 seconds remaining.
The Nino, I don't know much about him, but I just know that he's good as well.
Reset.
And Near and Vuv, I don't actually know a lot about them at all, but...
Well, we'll see them put to the test then.
Exactly. We'll see how they do.
After today, everybody will know them, and it's up to them to decide if it's going to be good or bad memories.
No pressure.
No, yeah, no pressure whatsoever. So, this is actually the first competitive game I'm casting since the International. I think that would go for you as well. The first one that I see as well, I have to say. I don't think that's a surprise for anybody. I think this is the first one that a lot of people see after the International. So, we're going to see what teams have kind of took from it. What have they learned? What are they going to try to copy or
From
evade?
the TI3 picks.
seconds.
Yeah.
I am very interested to see how... if team like absorb the information about the drafts, about the plays, and just see how I adapted, so to say.
Well, we already have the familiar faces banned out, or a couple anyway. I mean, IO and Batrider getting banned out by 2016 is, it's very standard. Maybe Menace is a little bit less standard. Heroes banned with the Naga Siren and the OD, but still pretty solid ones, to be fair. Nature's Prophet, Darkseer, Rubik Weaver, we've all seen these before. It's all pretty standard, I'd say, in terms of how often we see these heroes. So far, nothing really special. Are you expecting anything special? Are you expecting Timbersaw?
I wish. No, I have no idea what I will expect from these two teams. Like, I haven't seen
5 seconds
any of these
remaining.
teams like play at all. I saw a little bit of Rat in the Dark, but I haven't seen Rat of the Dark after International 3,
No.
so I will say nothing.
Okay.
But I hope we get to see a Timbersaw mid. That would be pretty sweet.
Spirit Breaker support.
Ooh,
We should have been in a different game for that one, I think, but
Kaipi.
yeah. Of course, for people that are wondering, like I said, it's a single elimination bracket, best of 3. So after this best of 3, we'll jump ourselves to the winner of this game,
10 seconds.
facing up against the winner of KP versus Commando 5,
5 seconds
which we're
remaining.
gonna assume for now that is gonna be KP. I mean, based on statistics, based on pure team ranking. So be prepared for that one. And otherwise, it would be interesting to know which team would upset
Radiant
KP in
team
such a way.
banned.
So we'll get to know Commando 5 if they indeed win against KP. But if you want to watch that game, you can. You can go to community, look for the pro team list, type in KP, right-click on a player's name, and click watch game. And you're inside the game. The only problem is for you that you don't have any commentary, but at least you'll be able to watch the game. So we've got a Weaver, we've got a Nature's Prophet, so that's 2 solo lanes sorted. You can send in Nature's Prophet into the jungle, but it's very open for Menace, I guess. They could still go for a trial lane as well if they really want to. And it looks like 2016 also very open in terms of roles. I mean, Darkseer probably on the off lane, but could go into the jungle. Rubik as a support, but you can't really take anything away from it just yet.
Exactly. Like,
10 seconds
nobody of the
remaining.
teams are showing anything right now. Like, it could be a offensive trial in Weaver. It could be a solo safe lane Weaver. It could be a solo defensive. I mean,
Reserve
trial and defensive Weaver. They can put the Weaver wherever they want, and I suspect it's either gonna be a safe lane solo Furion or an off lane Furion right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Weaver in theory can also be solo mid.
That is true. that
There's
is
so
true.
many possibilities. I like it. I am kind of surprised by the bans of 2016 because, as you said, I mean, Nature's Prophet could be inside that jungle, but they do want to ban out that Chen. Even though I personally think the chance of a Chen wouldn't be that big. Shadow Demon is going to be one of the bans that 2016 bans out as well. So another support removed, a setup support to be exact, maybe one that would fit in really nice in an aggressive trial lane. We've got 2 carries slash mids banned out by Menace, so anti-mage, just a solid carry player banned out, and a Dragonite to not be in the solo mid role. But still plenty of possibilities there. I mean, we still have the Puck and the Queen of Pain. And to be fair, I like those better than a Dragonite because they just can be way more aggressive.
That is true. And they fit better into the Darkseer pick as well.
Yep.
But I do understand kinda why they could have banned Shen, because if Team Menace got a Shen as well, they would have a big pushing lineup with Shen plus Furion.
That's true.
So I guess they know what they're doing at least. And we see an Alchemist pickup, which I don't know if I like yet. Because now it is open to Team Menace to go on aggressive trial lane and have a Furion safe lane, who can also help for the aggressive trial lane, and they will probably be able to kill Alchemists and stop him from farming, if they want to.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I've seen an Alchemist safe lane against a Weaver before, which was very entertaining, and secretly I'm hoping to see it again someday, but was an Alchemist aggressive trial lane versus aggressive or trial lane versus aggressive trial lane. Alchemist was on the safe lane in that one. And there was a Weaver, and at some point Alchemist got, he got really no farm, or at least very little farm, and with the first bit of gold that he did get, he got himself a medallion of courage. And he was able to just kill off Weaver because of that minus armor also from his acid spray over and over again, and that just steamrolled him through. It was very entertaining to watch. I'm kind of hoping that would happen again, but I would assume, yeah, at this point Menace is going to be a little bit more prepared if they are indeed running an aggressive trial lane. With a Nyx Assassin, aggressive trial lane is okay to do, I think. It's not really ideal though. Like, if you go for an aggressive trial lane, would you then pick up your Nyx Assassin as your first one, or are you expecting this Nyx to be solo mid? Because of course that's a possibility as well.
Reserve time.
They can do so many things right now. Like, they can put a defensive trial lane with Weaver, Nyx plus something, and have Nature's Prophet go offlane and pick a mid hero. They can put aggressive trial lane with Weaver, Nyx plus 1, and etc, etc. So like right now, it's still very, very open for Team Menace. And we don't even really know what 2016 is going to do, because they can also put the Alchemist solo middle, which we saw under the International as well.
Very true. In theory, we've seen every single one of the heroes that are now picked up as a solo mid at some point.
Yeah,
Everybody can
That is
solo
true.
lane.
that is true.
And now I hope both teams pick up a roaming combination and we're done. Now Enigma, I like Enigma, especially of course in combination with the Darkseer, which is really nice. It's kind of difficult to catch out Team Menace though, because so far they're not really looking for a 5-man lineup. Like, they're now split pushing ganking mode, in which case black holes, they're nice, but I don't think it's the full potential of a black hole. But it is Enigma, I like it as a caster, I can't not like Enigma.
I like it as well, just because Black Hole is amazing, but the
10
thing is,
seconds remaining.
what I think we're looking at right now is Rubik Alchemist safe lane, Enigma in the woods, Darks are off lane, and the last hero is going to be a mid hero. And if they do so, and Team Menace goes an aggressive trial lane, Alchemist is screwed. Like, he will get no farm whatsoever, so I hope and I think we will see Team Menace go for an aggressive trial lane here and stop the Alchemist from farming.
Which support would you like to see with that? Like, if you already have a Nyx Assassin and a Weaver on that aggressive trial lane. Whoa, that's an aggressive trial lane. That's Nature's Prophet mid, or a Weaver mid, or Lifestealer mid. Okay, sorry. It's every single one can go mid.
No, I don't know. It could be actually anything right now. Like, they can put the Nyx middle. No, they can't, I'm lying. They can put the Weaver middle, they can put the Nyx middle, they can put the Fury middle. But I suspect we
5
see...
seconds remaining.
I would rather like to see the Nyx solo safe lane against the Darkseer, because I think that's stronger than the Weaver.
Team banned.
But Weaver is also super strong solo safe lane, so like, I don't know. We will see what Team Menace do.
I do like to point out, I mean, Lifestealer and Alchemist, both heroes that we saw picked up fairly early on in a lot of drafts. Same for the Visage that only now gets banned out. So I think that's a little bit of a change about how we saw teams do in the International 3. But
Yeah.
yeah, still pretty solid drafts, I think, from both teams. They're both playing so safe in terms of just not giving anything away to their opponent team about their plan.
Exactly. And we see one big combo from each team right now, which is Darkseer Vacuum plus Black Hole. And we see Nike's Fury and Bomb. So there's something to hold your eyes on.
Yeah. Also Nyx Assassin,
Yeah,
Lifestealer bomb.
Of course.
A lot of bombs there.
There's the Weaver Bomb.
Yep, a lot of reasons also for 2016 to buy themselves some some dust and some sentries though, with and the Weaver and the Nyx, and probably Nature's Prophet that at some point will get a Shadow Blade.
Yeah.
So it will be tricky for Nyx
They have a
Assassin
lot
to
of
get some
Menace
ganks
heroes.
in.
We will see.
Yep. There goes
I-
TA.
I'm pretty sure both of the next two heroes are gonna be mid heroes. That is what I feel right now.
Well, we have a lot of mid heroes still in the pool. I mean, still Queen of Pain and Puck are of course still there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see 2016 pick up Puck now. It's a really, really good pick here. It shuts down the Weaver, the Nyx, even the Nikes if you get the silence off before he rages.
Would you say maybe also a Storm?
It's a double-edged sword because Nyx owns Storm and Storm owns everything pretty much. No, but he's really good against Furia.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a gamble. And we see a Night
Ooh.
Stalker, okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be aggression coming off from 2016. I hope.
Yeah, and we'll see if it works out against Nikes and... Well, it's really good against both Fury, Weaver, and Nyx, I would say. And Nikes is actually pretty good against Night Stalker. It just depends on if Night Stalker gets the silence out of Nikes. Night Stalker wins over Nikes, but if Nikes starts to get the wound and rage outs, Nikes crushes the Night Stalker.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent mid lane. I think Menace now has a lot more options than they had before. Like if 2016 would have picked up a Puck, they would probably have to pick up something else, like something new to put mid, like you said. But right now they have just more options. They go for Keeper of the Light, so that will mean we will have a trial lane, probably an aggressive trial lane, and it just remains to be seen who we'll see in that mid role, because plenty of options. Lifestealer, Nyx Assassin, Nature's Prophet even still an option as well.
I think and I hope that we see the Nikes middle, just because of the fact that Nikes is so good against Night Stalker one-on-one. And he will probably crush him if Nyx decides to go middle. So I think we're gonna see a Fury in off lane, Nyx, Coddle, Weaver safe lane, and Nyx middle. And from the other team, it's gonna be Rubik, Alchemist safe lane, Enigma own jungle, Night Stalker middle, and Darkseer off lane. And I might be totally wrong, but this is what I think.
Well, we'll find out. Let's wait and see for us for now. As I will just add your name into overlay, because I haven't done that yet. Shame on me. There we go. Fixed. Almost fixed. There we go. Fixed! Okay, so let's see where everybody's going and if you are indeed right. On the Dire side, we have got 2016. So just to go over who is playing what, we've got the Monarch will be crowned, which is actually Rise, who is playing the Enigma this game. Ace will take on the mid role as the Night Stalker. Near German player will play the Darkseer. We've got the Nino, another German player you said, is gonna be playing the Rubik. And then we got Voof playing the Alchemist. And for people wondering, yes, 2016, their roster was indeed including Fucking Mad, Shoxka, and Unicorn, but it is Shoxka's birthday, and Fucking Mad also not playing today, and Unicorn is actually standing in for KP at the moment because Sing Sing is not playing for KP. Because his internet dropped, so that's gonna be 3 stand-ins for 2016 in this game. If you can even call them stand-ins, considering it was a team that got, formed on the spot for this very tournament. And I'll leave Menace to be introduced by you.
That is cool. We got Daco on the solo mid Prophet, Nature's Prophet that is. We got Sifla on the safe lane solo Weaver. We got Spin on the Nikes on the aggressive Trilane. We got the Boogie on the Keeper of the Light, and we got Lapis on the Nyx Assassin with like the best skin I've ever seen.
That's a cool skin.
That is a cool
He
skin.
looks very toxic.
Yeah, don't want to touch him.
No, like this is. He turned in from an okay bug into really bug that you nah. Would
It's
rather
like nope, nope.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was wrong because we see the Furion go up against the Night Stalker.
Yeah. Solo mid up against. That should be okay lane for him, right? Night Stalker will not be able to. Well, Night Stalker will still be able to get his farm because he can last it with his Void, of course. But Dako with the Treants will be able to harass Ace and should be able to take this lane.
I mean, I would say that this is a really good lane for Night Stalker because he will get a lot of experience, some last hits, and like Furion can't really apply that much pressure against the Night Stalker, at least not in the mid lane. So Ace is gonna have a good time here, but this interesting fact, and the good fact from Menace right now, is that they are dual laning off lane right now.
Yeah.
Because they know Enigma is in the forest, we have wards, we're safe, and we're just gonna dual lane against the Alchemist, stop Alchemist from getting some farm, and we're gonna get farm ourselves while we have a Nyx Assassin on bottom, helping out the Weaver. Which I think is really smart.
And normally a Darkseer would just have his way with the bottom lane as well, but just able to creep skip or tower skip creeps, and well miss very little last hits. But this way, if there's a Nyx Assassin around here as well, he will actually have a tough time. So which lane is actually going to be the most favorable one for 2016 at the moment? Would you say it's the middle one, or still?
I would say that it's the middle one for sure. Like,
No
the
pressure.
top lane Rubik Alchemist is not very good against Caudal Nyx, and Darkseer is just gonna have a horrible time. So it's either Ryze's jungle or Ace's middle that is the most favorable.
I guess that's one of the big plus points that 2016 has at the moment, because they actually do have a solid jungle hero, while Menace does not have one of those, so is in a way missing out on quite a bit of farm and experience. And Enigma, being the fastest jungling hero in the game, is going to be making good use of that free time that he has. Where are you expecting the first blood to happen?
Ooh, that
What
is such a
make-
hard question.
Yeah, you know. Putting you on the spot.
I would say Keeper of the Light is gonna die first.
Well,
Just
I
because-
think you might be right. Ooh.
on.
Alchemist charging up his stun. Open wounds are there though. Spin goes for Voof. In comes the Malefice if Enigma wants to, but they're giving up. They're running away. Spin too far out. It's too risky.
Yeah. It's either on the top lane or the bottom lane. Like, if Darkseer gets caught off once, he can die. And same thing goes for Caudal. If Caudal just goes into a bad position or Enigma comes from with a smoke from behind, like, it's either very like middle, it's not gonna be first blooded. Like, if nobody does a mistake middle, Night Stalker is just gonna bottle run and Furion will not even take that much damage because Ace is just last hitting with his Void all the time.
Yeah, he's actually on par with last hits on Dako. Like, there's only 2 last hits difference, 1 now, even. So it's a very even lane here in this mid lane, and of course the difference will come when it comes nighttime. And the question will be, where is Ace gonna try to get a kill or try to make a difference? Is he gonna try to go top to make a difference on that top lane to maybe give Alchemist a little bit of, because I think he might be able to kill off the Keeper of Light at that point. Especially since this Keeper of Light is not really getting that much experience, still level 2. Actually, I should not complain because Rubik is still level 1.
Yeah, and now we see no kill on bottom, I'm lying. No, but I think this is actually fairly okay for 2016, just because of the fact that they have a very greedy lineup. Like, we have an Enigma in the forest and Night Stalker middle. Like, that is just super greedy. Because a lot of the time, if you pick a Night Stalker, the other team will counter with picking Queen of Pain or Puck that will dominate the Night Stalker.
Mm-hmm.
But now the Night Stalker is on pair with Furion, which is basically a one lane for him then. And then they have Enigma farming in the forest, and as soon as it is nighttime, all heroes have some levels. They're gonna start moving and try to achieve a lot of kills.
Okay.
So I'm interested to see how 2016 uses their first night, for sure.
No pressure, Ace, no pressure. By the way, could you turn on your in-game sound in your microphone?
Oh yeah.
For people wondering, I mean, there's no ticket available for the EIZO Cup, but you can watch all the games inside the game client. If you know which game you want to watch, just look up your team that you want to watch in the team list, in the pro team list, in the community tab, and then you can right click on one of your players and just click watch game, and you'll be able to watch the game inside the client for freezies. I know, that's not a word, but it's for free. So first nighttime, 1 minute to go. Ace has got boots, got an empty bottle. Will probably want to have it refilled before that first nighttime. Actually, he's going top. Want to try to get a gank up on Voof. Illuminate already flowed through. He did get a nice stun off though, but goes down. Nature's Prophet ultimate flying through, and they want to go for the Nino. One more hit needed. That's a double kill for Dako, and that is the mid lane entirely won by the Nature's Prophet, who will just TP back to mid if he wants to. Which apparently he does not want to.
This is pretty huge for Menace because the Furion is opting more of a ganking build because he's maxing his teleports. He's not only skilling 1 point in Sprout and 1 point in Nature's Call. So we will see him ganking a lot in this game. Ganking and being everywhere on the map, and now he secured 2 kills. He got his face boots, so he's actually gonna hurt people right now. And now Ace is obviously gonna have a harder time.
Yeah, he knows something needs to be done though. He picks up a smoke and he's already on his way bottom. Nighttime has hit. Will we be getting the rune? So lucky for him. And let's see what he can do with that. Where he's gonna go. Bottom lane, because can he really kill off a Weaver? He's already level 6. I don't think he actually can. I mean, by the time that they get him, maybe he can get actually Nyx Assassin, but he already picked up point. Is Spike Carapace? We'll see. He goes for it. There's the silence, the void, extra damage. There is going to be a time lapse the moment the silence is over, but it looks like he's able to do enough damage before he can time lapse. And that's a good pickup for Ace.
That is a super good pickup for Ace. Like, they just killed the biggest hero in Menace, and that is going to help him a lot. Like, now he got to level 7. He is TPing top.
Yeah, Black Hole is actually going on the top lane. 2 people caught in that one. Malefice up on Spin, who's still able to pick up the lifesteal. Alchemist stun still hits up on Boogie. Spin goes down first, and that's gonna be a kill for a neutral.
Oh god.
Oh, that is lucky for Menace. That is
very frustrating.
Yeah. That can be very frustrating. Oh well, it's still though, they get the lifesteal, which was the most important one of the 2. In the meantime, Dako has some trouble as well, gets silenced up, can't really run, the TP comes in, Nyx Assassin will make sure that his Nature's Prophet is safe.
Yeah, and now we see 2016 is forcing rotations from Menace, like they just TP 2 people middle, and Nyx is now forced to run top, and but this is pretty good actually, because now Lapis, he can try to get his level 6 middle. Because he really needs this level 6 and start either counter ganking or ganking on his own. And yeah, now we just get to see if Ace gets another rune here, he might be able to produce a kill.
Wait a second, maybe Voof will dive. Spin is still on the chase. In comes a stun, being charged up. Telekinesis there. He has to throw out a stun, otherwise he might suicide, but he gets it out in time and lives. But as will Spin. Nobody dies on the top lane. TP into the mid lane, and that's gonna be Daho going for a fast mechanism, by the way. Already laying down some pressure on the tower.
I'm actually very surprised that they decide for the Furion to go mech, because that indicates that they want to apply pressure very early on. But the thing is that when the time he hits the mech, he will not have the maxed out treants, which makes the pushing power just very weak. And I think they could have waited and gone the mech on the Keeper of the Light instead. But I mean, I guess they just want to be able to fight 2016 when they have nighttime and everything, so a mech is a fine pickup.
Oh, Rise, careful there. In comes an Illuminate. In comes Ace as well, though. But they go for Rise first. Open wounds are already there. In comes a Silence. Lapis will be the first one to drop, and it's actually Ace that picks up the kill. Spin, still not done with Enigma, and has to already back off because Ace is on the chase. Ace is not done just yet, though. In the meantime, looks like Keeper of Light is having a battle of his own, but we're gonna follow Spin. Getting silenced up. Doesn't have a rage for now. It's still nighttime, so Ace will be able to keep up. There is the rage. Nature's Prophet thinking about helping out. Can just walk there as well, and actually they leave him be. They leave him be. Can't really try to chase down a Night Stalker in nighttime, I guess. Keeper of Light in the end did not die, by the way.
Yeah.
Blinding Light MVP.
He was too scary. No, but while all of this is happening, the big thing for Menace right now is that their Weaver is farming like a beast. While 2016's near Darkseer is not having a good time. Not at all. And he can't even go out to the forest because there's Enigma farming all the time. So he's just crying.
Crying in
Yeah.
Illuminates. There goes an Open Wounds again. A Spin I mean, this is not really a battle anymore. The stun still gets thrown out, but it doesn't matter. That's gonna be Spin with another kill to his name. It is 4-4, and I guess we can't even say 4-4 because of the neutral kill, so 4-3 in a way in favor of Menace. But they're doing really nice, and I think for Ace, actually, they're doing the thing that I was gonna say, like, Ace needs to keep up the pressure. I think it's his job to create space for the Alchemist, but it's really tough to do, as we can see.
Yeah. The thing is now, when everybody from Menace has a little bit of levels, they can just... They're so mobile with the Furion, so they can just go up 3 heroes there and always come up with a Furion, and just whenever they leave Alchemist, just 1 second, they will be able to kill him. And he's not finding a lot of farm at the moment.
Nyx Assassin able to vendetta himself out of middle lane. The dust still goes off. But that was just a blind dust, and this means I think that Lapis, he did see that. And dust on cooldown is going to be good news for him. Well, they don't really want to fight into the black hole, I guess. I mean, that's their strength, right? They don't need to team fight. They are winning all lanes.
They are very happy with just farming, because they have Nyx, Weaver, and Furion as carries in late game, while 2016 right now has nothing because Alchemist is not even farm. So like they are just super happy, just farming like crazy.
Yeah, Ace sitting on 2 kills of the 4 that are done by his team, actually 3 that are done by his team. And he's just going back to farming. His nighttime is almost ending as well. He does have a darkness, of course, to pop. If he wants to extend the nighttime, which he probably will do. There we go. But I mean, that's gonna be the momentum almost over for 2016. And then it's time to wait for the next night, and that will be the time when Menace will try to strike, if they're not trying to do that already, because apparently Nyx Assassin is now infested, Vendetta, and looking for an Enigma.
Ooh. We're going for Night Sucker.
Yep. Infest out, open wounds, impale, that's all that's needed. In comes Boogie with kills to illuminate, but it's okay.
Well, I am very, very, very worried for 2016 right now, just because of the fact that the nighttime is soon over, Furion got his mech, and when the nighttime is over now, I think Menace is just gonna take a lot of towers. Like they have the opportunity to take it, and I think they really will. They have a really fat Weaver as well.
Man, why wait? That's basically
They don't need
it.
to wait.
They don't need to wait. They don't have to. They are looking good, and they know that their opponents don't really have anything just yet. Ace does have a double damage within his inventory, so might look to create something, but it turns day, so his power is greatly diminished. They might still go for the Weaver here, though. But next to a tier 1 tower, in comes the TPs. Nature's Prophet, of course, able to be here as well.
This is a close to impossible kill right now. Like, they can't kill him.
Nah, they know that. They back off. Or at least go back to farming. Why not? Been a farming game regardless. I mean, in terms of gold graph, of course Menace is ahead. And in terms of experience, same story. Oh, Night Stalker being revealed there. Sprouted up. There's a silence helping out. In comes TPs though. Weaver comes in from the sideline. Double damage rune did get picked up by Ace, or at least activated. But he can't really do anything with it, and he tries to run, but it's not nighttime. Another Sprout comes out. That will be Ace going down, and they even bring in Spin, just because they can. Nier is already TPing out, knowing that he can't be there anymore. And that's going to be tier 1 tower dead, if not more, because why would they stop? Well, they might want to stop if there's a black hole threatening.
I think they will be looking to push at least a tier 1 tower. They want to defend their side towers after that, so I think we're just going to see 1 tower kill here from Menace. Because we see 2016 is applying some pressure middle lane. But Nyx should be able to stop that alone.
Yeah, actually is going to have Dako helping him out. But then again, Dako can be bottom again whenever he wants to. Everybody can be bottom again whenever they want to, by the way, of course, with the Keeper of the Light. The mobility of Menace is really quite insane.
Yep, and we see a very early gem pickup. I think actually Boogie bought it and gave it to Lapis, so now Lapis will never be scared. He will know whenever 2016 have sentries. Which is, and they can of course deward every single time they want to.
And he is actually doing really well. I mean, he's level 8 right now, which is, I mean, it's not the highest level in the game, but for a support at 14 minutes is really nice Of course, compared to the Rubik, which we can compare him to level 6, it's quite a big difference. 4 people, by the way, of 2016 on the top lane. They really want to kill off Spin. But Spin has gotten Infest, and he should be safe. Telekinesis, in comes the stun. Is it in time? The silence there as well. It looks like they can get him. Yes, they can. Tier 1 tower under siege.
Yeah, but we see Boogie TPing up immediately, and I think it's going to be really, really hard for 2016 pushing here, just because of the fact they don't have a mech here.
They actually go for the Alchemist. They are able to pick him up. Vendetta helping out. Ace can't really do anything to stop it, and Black Hole or not, they're getting forced out by pure level difference, experience difference, gold difference, pure power.
Yep.
And Daku didn't even need to move for that.
He did not, and they just lost their most important hero right now, Alchemist, who really, really needs to catch up in farming. Like, he needs to get 1 or 2 big items up. Very, very soon, at least.
He's got the same amount of farm as an Enigma who's been in the jungle most of the time. It's pretty grim, especially since he did pick up level 4 in Grievous Greed.
Yeah, he can't even defend towers that easily and fight because he doesn't have max acid spray. Which is actually a really, really big thing.
It's daytime again, so Ace not so useful anymore. Doesn't have darkness either. But they are able to force Menace out of the mid lane again.
They are, but while all of this is happening, 2016 is putting a lot of heroes just to defend towers in middle, while Weaver is farming a lot and Furin is always farming a lot as well. And the thing is, Menace is always 5, because if Keeper of the Light does his ultimate, recalls the Weaver, and Furin TPs in, they're suddenly 5. So they can be safe just standing 3 people against 4 or 5 all the time.
It's looking grim for 2016. What do you think that they should do to get back into this game? Because at the moment they're just losing ground and they're just getting pushed around by Menace completely, and we are seeing Enigma dying. No real surprise about that one. Maybe Alchemist can make something happen though. Black Hole comes out as well and actually catches all 3, but where's the damage? Nature's Prophet Ultimate already picks up Rise. Voof will be next, and that's not gonna be him surviving. He tried to go invisible still, even though they do have that gem, so it wouldn't have helped him regardless. But nice try anyway.
And this is a little bit unfortunate because now they lose their carry at the same time as they lose Black Hole for another 180 seconds. So they have no chance of defending any towers right now. And they will lose so much map control, so it's gonna be a super hard for them to come back. But I mean, they just need to wait. They need to get some more items on the Alchemist, a little bit more on the Night Stalker, and try to fight in the next nighttime. Get the best black holes of their life and win a fight.
Well, it's gonna be tough. Ace is gonna be blinked upon, impaled, not even needed. They're just killing him off without it. Nice kill. And that's Lapis Blink Dagger. Done. 17-minute blink for a support Nyx Assassin. Ouch. Really ouch. And look at that gold grab spiking. I remember when I said I was 3k in favor of Menace. It's now already almost 10k. That's how fast that went.
And what I feel is the most important right now is the experience. The experience graph. Yeah, and we see a Rubik melting in the mid lane. The experience is close to the same as the goal graph, and having a like 7.5 thousand k experience 18 minutes into the game, you are ahead a lot.
It's pretty tough to take. I mean, Night Stalker's not even level 11, which he really at this point kind of wants to have. Lucky for him, he'll probably hit it while in the next nighttime, so that's still good for him for his ulti, of course. But it's a big difference. 19 minutes in, it's they ask if it's best of 1 or best of 3.
Is this a GG call?
It is best of 3. So that is gonna be that. They have another chance.
Yeah, but I mean they still have. I wanna say they still have a chance in this game, even if I might be stupid saying it. But
there's
they just
always
pick
a
up
chance.
Shadowblade. They picked up the mechanism. They have Black Hole in 50 seconds. Like, they can't defend this tower. But if we get the Black Hole up, use the mech and everything perfectly,
Nice surge.
they might still be able to come back.
Nice Stalker, stunned up, still gets a void up. There's a vacuum. Black hole not there though, it's on cooldown and Enigma is really low anyway. Not as low as Alchemist though, because he dies. Another Illuminate does a lot of damage on the Nino, who does go down. Ace having to back off, and everybody just they can't do anything. They can't defend their tower. Actually, tower is already dead.
Yeah, and we see 2016 trying to take a fight when Black hole is not up, and that is impossible. And there's the GD. Well played.
Yep. Let's see. Would you say outpicked or outplayed? Or outlaned?
Outlaned. They Menace laned this very smart, and they stopped the Alchemist from farming. They stopped the Darkseer from getting anything, and they, while doing this, they forced the Enigma to rotate and try to help out to get the Alchemist farmed. But the Alchemist could never catch up, and Menace just had 3 really strong core heroes, Nyx, Weaver, and Night Ninja's Prophet. And we even got a super early Blink on Nyx Assassin, and we just steamrolled, pretty much.
Well, let's see if they can make a change in the next game. Of course, it's the best of 3. You're watching the EIZO Cup. This is the 7th edition rather, sorry. 7th edition, and it's a single elimination bracket, best out of 3 games, 16 teams. We're in round 1, so stick around for another game between Menace and 2016. Don't go anywhere.